of 6 universal substances, which has each substance are no beginning, no end. Only thing what we see, these substances change the form. Soul changes the form, Udgal changes the form, and so does Dharmastikai, Adharmastikai, Akash, and the time. Those who believe in time as a substance. All right? And we knew the qualities, the characteristics of each one. Our soul, or our soul is the wrong word. We means my soul. Okay, that's I means no, that is my soul, because my soul is the only one thinks. It has a Gnan Gun, in a sense. There is no other 5 substances are non-living substance. There is no Gnan Gun, there is no consciousness. Okay, and it becomes like a nimitta for us. But everything we do, it is only myself can do it or break it. No, we always say, well, my guru blessed me and I gain all the knowledge. No, that is the kind of devotion you have on guru. If you got the realization, it is still you yourself. From Jain philosophy point of view, from different philosophy, it is a different thing. Okay, so again, you have to keep that thing in the mind. It is not Jainism is right or wrong, or it is the other religion is right or wrong. I'm not comparing here. Okay, because ultimately it is the faith in you decides. All right. But once you agree that everything that's what happens to me, I am the real cause. Okay, even though I may blame others for my misery, but the misery or unhappiness or anything that happens to me, from true Jain point of view and true Jain concept of view, I am the cause for it. Okay. All other things, what I tell, they could be nimit. But upadan, which is the real cause, is me and me alone. That once you really have a good faith in that concept, okay, then we become higher and higher spiritual level. For anything that happens to me, what I mean by that, either we are happy or unhappy. That's it. All my unhappiness, it is still the real cause is me. Many other things that we blame, these are all nimitta causes. And the nimit causes, 1 minute, sorry about this. Just 1 second, okay?
Call from 1.
All right. So the nimit cause and upadan cause, and one should have a very clear understanding of it. A nimit could be anything. And when I discuss, the 4 anuyogs, at that time there was one example I take it. And I'm just going to repeat that because many things you would have forgotten by this time, okay? That from Kathanuyog point of view, we view the things one way. It is like when baby is born, all right, and when they are 3, 4 years old, and we tell Santa Claus story. Santa Claus story, we tell that one, okay, and for baby, they understand that Santa Claus is a real thing, or Tooth Fairy is a real one. Okay. As they progress further, as they grown up, they themselves realize that there is no such thing as Santa Claus, there is no such thing as a Tooth Fairy, and all other things, ghost and gobbling and other things. No, what we know, doing it, to the children, it is only for the beginners, initial stage. Similarly, like Bhagwan Mahavira, when if you look at it, that nails in the ear, okay, that time we said the person whom Bhagwan Mahavira did liquid lead in his ears because he did not obey his order. That same person came, as a farmer and did this nail in the ear. Okay, that is not the case. Same person cannot come. But this is the story that we have written it in Mahavira's life. It is easy to understand. I hurt you, you will hurt me in future. That makes so logical sense. Now, when you go further in the life, in the understanding point of view, now when you come to Karnanu Yoga, this is the Kathanu Yoga. So never derive any principle from stories. Stories explain some principles. We use stories to explain principles. But the people have a tendency, they use the story to derive the principles. Never do use the story to derive principles. That one you have to see what Bhagwan Mahavir preached. Bhagwan Mahavir preached, it's compiled in Agam. And see, is there any sutra that supports that first? And then the story is being used. All right? And you will never find any sutra that will support that. But in the story, he said, okay, the same farmer came and did that one. That kind of the statement violates many, many Jain principles. The principle is wherever Mahavira is born, he has to be born at the same time. Which area Mahavira is traveling after the Diksha, he has to be there at that time. Now, those kind of the things, there is no such things. When you acquire karma, is only you. There is no one else. Karma is with you. And each individually, each one of us, when we got karma, it is only karma to me. When karma produces the result, it is only affects to me, nobody else. Even somebody is nearby, somebody lives with me, my karma does not affect them, or their karma, I don't get it affected. That is the Jain principles. I'm just going to keep you that in mind. So all these stories were explaining, don't do any bad things to someone else. From Kathanu point of view, he would come and hurt me. From Karnanu Yoga point of view, when you come to the second Yoga, They will say, you will be still hurt, but not by the same person. You would be hurt by any nimitt. Okay, from Kathanuyog is the same person. Okay, somehow it will appear. When you come to Karnanuyog, you will be hurt by any nimitt. But you are not going to get free because the same person is not coming. All right, that is not like that. So once you acquire that things, some nimitt will come. It could be anything. All right, but at least some nimitt will appear and create an environment. That is the Dravyani Yoga now comes. Okay, initially we see it, somebody else will come and hurt. Now, when you come to Dravyani Yoga, that's where the real Jain philosophy comes. He said, well, somebody else will create an environment, or some nature will create an environment, whatever it is, the enemy, and you yourself feel suffer. You yourself will suffer. Unless you are strong in your mind, and no matter what happens, today I'm not going to suffer at all. No matter what happens, okay? If you are, then you have control your thought process. You have control your thought process. Just keep in mind, ultimately, you have to control your thought process. And when your thought process works as per what you desire, and that can only happen through meditation. I mean, in our things, meditation for Jainism is I would not say that's the only one, but that is what I call Rajmarg. This is the one proven way. On meditation, if you continue and meditate methodically and do the disciplinary work, you will realize that slowly and slowly you are achieving what you are desiring through meditation. And that's what it took. Just think, Mahavira, 12.5 years. If somebody asks Mahavira, what did he do for 12.5 years in his sadhana kaal? What kind of the answer we give? Because he did not lecture anybody. He did not sleep. He ate only 348 meals or something like 350 meals, or maybe one meal every 12 days. He did not sleep. He did not eat. He was fully aware all the time for 12.5 years. What was he doing? He was doing nothing but meditation. And depending upon individual level of spirituality, whatever you call it, okay, level of, some people can attain in a day. Some people, you look at all Tirthankar's life, like Mallinath. No, she attained the things like in a day. All right, after the Diksha, okay, if I'm remembering right, okay, just day or maybe month, whatever it is, okay, but very short time period. And person like Mahavira took 12.5 years to attain it, okay. So if you read the life, each one has the different time depending upon, where they are in the spiritual stage and from where they have to progress it. So keep those things in the mind. Ultimately, all the religion meets at one place, I need to control my mind. Not even control. If whatever I thought process occurs in my mind, I should be the one directing it, not it can go any place they want to, and I'm just chasing them. That's it. That's all about it. Okay. So now we come to this concept of the nine tattva in such a way. This will give you how soul and karma interacts with each other, how we acquired karma, how do we interact with it, and what weaknesses I have that I felt trapped by the environment and I act accordingly. Okay. How does the karma may force me to do these certain things? Even though they are nimitta cause, not the upadana. Ultimately, I am the one doing that things. And that's the very complicated situation, but at least I will be trying my best to explain you as much as I can. Ultimately, you got to experience yourself. Then and then you will be, doing these things. Okay. Don't try to follow something. Oh, if I do these things, I will attain liberation in third life. Or if I do this many tapascharias, or if I do, put the murti in a derasar, and I am going to get the liberation in so many lives. Okay. There are many things which you will read about in the books. Many Maharaj said, because they understand, they are really telling you based on your level, whether you are a Kathanuyog level or Karnanuyog level, or you are coming to Dravyanuyog level. When Dravyanuyog comes, then you really realize it, that no one else can do anything to me, but I have to be the one master of my destiny. And that is the real principles of Jainism. So you got to look into it. Is these things are Kathanuyog point of view? Then it is not for me now. It was for me when I did not know anything about the religion. It's like for, baby story of Santa Claus. It is for them. Okay. But once you understand that, now this is all phony now. No 20 years old will believe into Santa Claus, and still no believe in that sense. Okay. So it has its own age, it has its own time. Now at the maturity age, if you think I'm still a baby, then there is something wrong in you. If you still think in a religious point of view, well, I don't know anything about it, or no, I am a baby, you will remain baby because you don't want to understand, because understanding could be at any time, any age, it can begin. And your attitude should be. Otherwise, if you believe in Santa Claus today, then there is no hope. There is no hope, period. Okay? Nobody's going to give you anything. They may tell you, like we tell that the Santa Claus, tell our children that Santa Claus drop all these toys for you when you are asleep. Okay? And they believe it, and they need to at that time, at that age. But see, they were 3 to 5 years old, 6 years old, whatever. All right. Now, if you are 40 years old or whatever the age and talk like that, then it is not proper. Okay. It is like talking 25 years to his mom about Santa Claus is a real thing. And what did Santa Claus give me? Nobody, I mean, we all will laugh. This is not the way it is. Anyway, so I just give you the background about nine tattvas and 9 principles.